PhoeniX versus Kynesie. That's gonna be a good one. These are two pros. We got a pro series here. PhoeniX versus Kynesie, folks. Let's try this one out. PhoeniX versus Kynesie. We got legendary British versus legendary Aztecs. Let's go. This is great. Now we're gonna see a prime British player trying to fend off a prime Aztec player. Who will this go to? I have no idea. This is really interesting. Alright, so looks like Aztecs are already on an 80 food treasure, it looks like. That should be pretty good. Where's PhoeniX at? PhoeniX is going to get, let's see, he's going to go for the... Oh, he's got a native scout. That's kind of poop. Definitely looking better for the Aztec here, honestly. Ah, that's sad. I don't think he got any of the kills with the Eagle Scout. That's unfortunate because when you're playing Aztecs, you always try to make sure that the Eagle Scout kills the unit because the Aztec Explorer gives the other units an aura that gives them increased XP bounty from kills. So, believe it or not, the Eagle Scout actually gets more XP from the kill than the War Chief does because the War Chief is the initiator of the aura, so they don't benefit from themselves, but the other units do. So, it's really a difference between like 5 or 6 XP sometimes, so you gotta make sure that the Eagle Scout is doing it. But it seems like in this situation, Kynesie knows what he's doing, and he'd rather have the Eagle Scout, actually scout the map while the War Chief does the collecting. I think that's fine too. As long as you're comfortable missing out on the XP, it's all right. It does look like Kynesie knows what he's doing scouting-wise. He knows where the opponent's base is at this point, so he's doing his job reconnaissance-wise. And I think, scouting is important. People that don't scout really pay the price because then it's like you're playing a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something, or Pokemon, because you don't know what cards they have in their hand, right? If you scout, then you at least know what you're dealing with, and then you can lower you can cushion the fall, so to speak. If you're about to go off an abyss at that point, you can kind of just put the pillow down and, put some padding there. But if you don't know what they're going for, then things can hit a lot harder for you. So you have to be careful. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Oh, nice. 30 food. Oh, boy, he's going to get the food there. Very nice. Right, looks like Kynesie has his market up, has his community plaza up. Yep, this is part of the Aztec build order. Get a market right away with hunting dogs, and then you put your warrior priests on the community plaza. If you didn't know, the warrior priests can dance on the community plaza, and they hold more weight on it than a villager does. So if you keep the warrior priest there on his own, the thing will generate about 1 XP per second, which is beautiful XP trickle to get cards, right? Because here's the thing. When it's British versus Aztecs, Aztecs has a clear job. Get Tage 3 and get Jag Knights. That's where Aztecs want to be. That's like prime Aztec situation is Jag Knights. Because they're the best thing for fighting those muskets. You can fight them with Unton Slingers, but it's going to be a lot tougher than if you get the Jag Knights. The Jag Knights truly has the damage there, basically, that you're going to need against those muskets. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so shipping in the 3 warrior priests, very good. Basically that's so you can try to get as many warrior priests as you can. Ideally, you're going to eventually get all 10 of them from the build limit, so you can try to maintain a strong presence on that community plaza. Since for Aztecs, while they don't have a lot of the modern troop types that all the other cids do, they make up for it by using the community plaza to make their units stronger in attack. Yeah, that's what you go for. Or if you need to train units more quickly, you can use the training rate, dance. You can produce Skull Knights for free with it. It's really useful. The community plaza really is the most important building for the Aztecs, right? So what Aztecs did is they went with their big button at the town center to produce a quick batch of 4 Jag Knights. And with these Jag Knights, you try to go aggressive and try to attack as much stuff as possible. Ideally, if you can find the British barracks and try to disrupt some of their musketeers, that could be pretty useful for them. So let's see if we can do that maybe, right? Do we know where PhoeniX's barracks is yet? Nope, he hasn't even put a barracks down yet. So for right now, these Jag Knights are really just going to sit here and try to siege one of these manors, right? If they can siege a manor, you get a lot of XP from it, because as you know, a manor is a house that costs about 140 wood because of its free villager when you build it property. So when you take one of these out as the enemy, you get a bounty of 84 XP, which is beautiful. That's a huge amount, yeah. One thing you'll know about Aztecs as well, they get infinite coin crate cards. Infinite coin crate cards. You can send them again and again and again. Really good, because you always have something to send no matter what, which is something a lot of Cids obviously struggle with. Once their cards are done in that age, they're kind of toast, and the shipments kind of become useless. Not for the Aztecs. They always have coin numbers. Yeah, so what PhoeniX does, he opens with stable, with Hussar. He knows he can't fight Aztecs head on with those Jag Knights. The way he's going to do is, he's going to try to be obnoxious and try to raid his economy. Try to keep him down in age 2. It's really his best shot here. Really his best shot, you know? Start out with Hussar, keep the Aztec down, eventually creep up on him with the large mass of stuff and then beat him. Right? But let's see if that ends up working or not here. So it looks like Aztecs right now are going for that age 3. They're collecting the food, they sent the coin. How many warrior priests are on? About 6. That's pretty good. He's currently on about... Yep, he's producing a warrior priest every 34 seconds now, so he's chugging along there pretty good. Right, now he's picking up the 700 wood, so he should have enough for some houses. Going up with the elder there. Very good. Should be able to get some double noble huts with that, and be able to start pumping out noble units. So can go for the Jag Knights, the Eagle Knights, and the Arrow Knights. Yep. What's going on here? He's got these in stealth. Oh, he's going to trap his Hussars. Look at that. He's trapping them. He's sending them up for a trap. He's going to say, ooh, look at my viddies. Come for my viddies. And then he's going to, like, smash them with his obsidian blades. That's great. Alright, so Aztecs do build a war hut here, it looks like. So they will have that defense. And then they'll have 2 noble huts as well to protect the area. That'll be great. Oh, Banded Rider, unfortunately, away from Azor help. Yep. So what's PhoeniX doing? So PhoeniX is still producing Hussar. Yep. He is shipping in 700 coins. So he is, from the looks of it, trying to progress towards age 3, right? At least gradually, yeah. Alright, he canceled out the Hussars he queued up, I think, and now he is going to go age 3. Because he knows he has to get the Falconets now to deal with the Jag Knights. Yep. Alright, Warrior Priest being called off the Community Plaza to fight. Yeah, Warrior Priests can fight, actually. They have a hand attack of about 15, so they are competent warriors, and their HP is a whopping 360. So right now, they actually have more durability than the Hussars, so they can hold their own against them in the proper numbers, yeah. And all Kynesie has to do is keep them on the Warrior Priest stance to replenish the one that he lost there, which is good. Okay, Jag Knight's right there. Oh, good swing there. He hit him pretty nice there. Is he going to get him? Oh, double dip. Very nice. So what happens now? Let's see here. Training up the Eagle Warriors there. Yep, the Eagle Runner Knights. Then you get the Jag Knights, shipping in 9 Jag Knights there. So this is really where Aztecs want to be against Brits. Just spamming these things like crazy. Oh, beautiful. Now picking up the Founder there. Definitely helps with XP bounty. Quite good. Oh, doggies. Some cows. Brits aging up with the Bishop for another TC. Now they are adding in Musketeer, just so they have a ranged troop to support their Hussars. And they're probably going to follow up right away with either 10 longbows or 2 falconets to deal with the infantry mass. Yep. And this is usually the stage where it's a real test, because typically if Brits are not careful and they don't plan properly, the Jag Knights will overwhelm them because of their multipliers, right? Because Jag Knights have a multiplier 3x against muskets, so they are basically melee skirms that double as like an anti-cav unit too. And then the Eagle Runner Knights, these are basically dismounted dragoons, so they're like a one-pop dragoon. So they're almost like cav archers, you know? Cav archers that throw spears instead of using a bow and arrow. Okay, look at the Jag Knights. The Jag Knights are coming down on them, man. Look at this. What's going on here? PhoeniX is getting his Falconets in right now to scare off these Jag Knights. And Kynesie is going to have to prepare, right? He's going to have to prepare something here. Let's see what he does. How does he handle this situation? So he's going to get more coin, right? Yep. And is he going to get Arrow Knights? This situation might call for Arrow Knights right now, because you know he's going to go Falconets, right? Get a couple of Arrow Knights in there to deal with this shipment. And the Arrow Knights can be a decent support against the muskets too. So, yep, here comes the Arrow Knights. He's got his Explorer there though, so it's not going to be that easy. Yep. Back up, back up. He might lose a Noble Hut, which would be unfortunate, but no, it should be able to. Yep, it should be able to. Yep, Arrow Knights in range. Very good. Ooh, good. He's got the Arrow Knights there now, and he's going to be able to shoot away these Falconets. Because here's the thing. Arrow Knights are like a non-artillery hybrid between a culverin and a mortar. They get a long range of like 30, so they're great for long-range siege of buildings. And then they can also use that 30 range to attack artillery with a multiplier of 5.25 against arty. So they're really doing about like almost like 70 damage against cannons. It's a really tough unit. So yeah, you don't want to mess with them basically when you're a Falconet. Yeah. Oh no, Villies. The Villies were exposed to the Hussars, and they're going to be cooked. He's got some Urks here, though. Shorthand for Eagle Runner Knights to fight these, so probably can take out one of them, it looks like. Yep, very nice. Did upgrade the Hussars to veterans, so both of those troops are veteran at this point. Yeah. Ooh, is that... Oh, Aztec's going up with the Warrior. Oh, nice. He's going to get Skull Knights with that. We're going to see some Skull Knights finally. We haven't seen Skull Knights at all in this tournament. Yeah, no, we haven't seen any Skull Knights at all in this whole event. Skull Knights are scary. They're like a big, beefy, doppelsoldier samurai type Aztec warrior with a huge obsidian spiked club. And he does a charge attack in the 5th edition where he like does a super spin and just does a huge amount of damage. Scary unit. They were pretty brutal in the Legacy game, as you see them all the time in our arena games, but in D they're even worse because they get the charge attack too. So yeah, he's really gonna love having some Skull Knights in there to help him out. Yeah. One thing I always wonder is about Aztecs, because I've never seen Kynesie play in Industrial Age that much. Is it normal for Aztecs to use their community plaza for Skull Knight production once they get to Industrial Age, when it becomes available? Yeah, I've never quite figured that out before, because I've never seen anyone go that far as the Aztecs, so I don't know if, like, Skull Knight is a common tactic for late game. I would imagine that it should be, because they are a scary unit. Fear-invoking unit, so, Arrow Knights take out the Spy. Good for protecting the War Chief. Urks and Arrow Knights fight those Hussars up. Okay, here comes the Skull Knights. These are guard Skull Knights. Look at these things. These things are scary here. They're gonna beat down the Hussars, and they'll mess up the muskets too. Yeah, he has to retreat. Like, look at all these guys. So he's sending the big boy shipment. Oh, the Great Templar Inquisitorial support gives you 12 Jag Knights and boosts their stats up by 20%. It's like a giant combat card and a shipment of units at the same time. Alright, so Skull Knights, they're doing some good damage there. Take out the Explorer. Yep, Explorer's down. Good. Alright, so Urks are going to fight off this Hussar, right? Yep. Yep, Kynesie waiting on his big shipment there. Once that arrives, should be in great shape. Yep. Or should be in great shape. Who knows? We'll see. See what ends up happening, right? Yep. Too bad he can't get the guard upgrade in. Yeah, he is going to pick up the night combat too, right after that. Oh, man. But timing attacks. PhoeniX did a great timing attack there because now it doesn't matter if he got the big boy card. He just didn't have time on his side, man. I think if Kynesie had a bit more time to get this, he'd probably get one of these and then put the Jag Knights on the guard stats. Would have been fine, but just didn't have the time he needed to assemble the way he needed there. Yeah, big time. Yeah, I don't know. That was a fun one though. I was like really rooting for the Aztecs. I wanted to see the Skull Knights and I wanted to see like guard Jag Warriors just win that, but unfortunately, we got to see Skull Knights finally in this tournament. That's what I'm happy for. But unfortunately, we didn't see the huge Jag Knight comeback that I wanted to. I always root for the Aztecs because they're one of the civs that I find always intriguing in this game. So I'll always root for the Aztecs when I see them in a match that I'm casting. Doesn't matter who's running them. If you run the Aztecs, I'll be rooting for you all the time. Yeah. So which one are we on now? We're on